Today's show is brought to you by EPOS Gaming Audio. With a comprehensive lineup of both wired and wireless headsets, gaming amplifiers, microphones, and webcams, EPOS has everything you need to experience the power of audio.
The closed headset allows you to tap into exceptionally detailed audio and seals out ambient noise, while the open version delivers natural high-fidelity audio with an incredible soundstage. Both headsets include a magnetic detachable microphone and a sleek design that has no wild RGB configurations, just good design.
Listeners can save 15% by visiting www.eposaudio.com/gaming and entering the code EPOSFRIEND15 at checkout. That's EPOSFRIEND 15 at checkout. Welcome back to the Tokyo Fresh podcast, only on the Tokyo Beat Network. I'm your host, Jordan. I'm here with David.
Hello. Hopefully audio issues aren't fucked because
Hell yeah.
OBS decided, hey, when I update, I'm going to fuck up every single one of your settings. And of course, David doesn't check that until 10 minutes before we're going live, so.
To be fair, I was meant to come a lot earlier as well, and then, so I woke up really early this morning, actually. I was like, I'm up, I'm early, I'm ready to, like, get this day fucking sorted, because, long story short, we'll put a pin in that. But I was like, we're ready, gonna get this day sorted and go to the there's a nice little coffee shop near me. Has a nice little roaster. Went there, spoke to the dude who works there. Lovely man, absolute pleasure to talk to and hang out with. Hung with him for a little bit, grabbed a coffee, and I was like, let me jump on this chill line to go and get David, do the podcast, chill for a little bit. So I'm on the platform, I'm waiting. I'm just sitting there, I'm just watching YouTube on the platform, and I'm like, I've just watched an entire 20-minute video. Where the fuck is the train?
Yeah, that's not
right,
especially for Chuo. That's weird.
Worst thing, there wasn't even like a sign being like, "Hey, Chuo line's late." It was just like, "We're here now. Sorry about that." And then like the platform's getting like slowly more like condensed with humans. And finally, I jump on the train, and you look on like the train, what do you call it, like television screen thing, and the announcement was just like, "Oh, sorry, the Chuo line's slightly delayed because someone was fucking around on the level crossing." So I think someone.
You mean like on like the ground level crossing?
Yep. So I think back because you know the Chuo line stretches so far.
Right. Yeah.
So probably back near Hachioji.
It's like a mile away.
It's like a mile away.
It would affect your train. It's like 50 million miles away.
Bro, that's the thing. It literally did not affect my train. It was like 2 miles up the line. Some idiot in a truck was like, "I'm just gonna power through this crossing even though the barriers are down," and then like fucked up those trains. And then Chuo line's gone. Let's just stop.
Just stop all
the trains.
Is this my hey stop all the trains for the rest of the day type of dealie?
Bro, that's David, that's what it. The Chuo line is I get it because there are so many trains running on the Chuo line, and the Chuo line is so long. It's like, oh, something's fucked up in Takano Babamahashi, fucking up in the mountains. We got to close the entire fucking line down for 2 hours so we can sort this out. And it's like, but you don't have to.
But you really don't.
You don't.
Like, you don't.
But it's Japan. They're like, we got to be fair. If the people up in bumfuck Yama nowhere can't ride the trains, and the guys down in Tokyo are also fucked, you know? It's just,
yeah.
It was dumb, but it was stupid. I just remember like finishing this video and being like, wait, what? Where's my train? What the fuck?
Yeah, I can see that being a fucking annoyance, that's for sure.
Bro, it was so dumb. Especially, I had this whole thing of like during this week, in like, I'm trying to think how long it's going to be. In just over a month, I'm going to have about 6 weeks to 2 months where I'll be basically free to do whatever I want.
Whatever you want.
I'll be free, do whatever I want, go make videos, go do content, explore Japan, do whatever. I'll be free basically for like 2 months. And I'm sitting at home, like working, like also like editing stuff. And I'm like, during these 2 months, I'm going to have no structure. I'm going to have no one telling me like, you got to wake up. There's going to be no one being like, hey, you got to get up and do this. Hey, you got to be up at this time because you got to log on to work. There's going to be none of that.
Right.
So I'm like, what is going to stop me? Or actually, what is going to help me to get up and like get this stuff done? What stops me on a weekend like doing shit? And I took like an entire week to really ponder like what is my like flaw in a sense. Like what is the thing you know what I mean? Like I feel like everyone has like a fatal flaw, something like embedded in their DNA that stops them achieving like certain levels of greatness. Everyone has it. You got to overcome it, and then you become great. I took a week. I was like, what the fuck is my what is that flaw I have?
What's the piece de resistance?
Yeah, what is the piece de resistance of shit in my DNA that's stopping me from fucking achieving? And I realized, I was like, bro, I know what it is. Like, because at first I was like, oh, it's probably laziness. I'm probably just a little bit lazy. And I'm like, no, it's not that. Because once I do something,
Once
I
you
do
actually want to do something, you'll
yeah,
do
I
it,
smash it. Like, I do it to a high, good standard. So I'm like, it's not laziness per se. Because I'm active, I work out, I run. I'm not lazy. So I'm like, what is it? What is stopping me? And I worked it out, David.
What's that?
And it's the dumbest thing. I find it hard just to get started.
Yeah, getting started in anything is impossible.
Horrible. Just
It's fucking hard. Once you're like, it's so weird too because like once you are 5 minutes into something, you go all the way.
go all the way. It's fucking easy.
But just starting.
That 1 second of starting is so difficult. And I realized that for me, it encompasses like everything I do. Everything I do. Like, for example, getting out of bed in the morning. I want to go and make some coffee, and I'll procrastinate making coffee. I want the coffee.
Right.
I want it now. Why am I procrastinating making coffee and doing like other things instead? Like, just make the fucking coffee and get on to the next thing.
It would be that much easier, right? Just to do that.
That much easier. Yeah, exactly. So I'm just there like, this is the dumbest thing. And what it hit me on Friday. Because Friday I was like, oh man. Friday I got some work done, finished my work off, and then like the day is coming to an end, I'm wrapping down. And I'm like, oh my god, that's right. The new like Zelda game's out. And I was like, oh, that's right. I wanted to make this reel about like the Zelda food products that are currently being tied up with like Lawson. But I've not done it yet. I've not done anything about it. But the game's out now, you know? So I have to do it now, like today.
I have a question.
Go
Was
on.
that a paid ad?
Nope.
So you all just decided to do it because it's the hotness?
Yeah, it's trending. It's gonna trend.
Right.
So everyone's doing it using the sound because they want to get on the trend before the trend starts booming. It's basically like it's a whole you notice everyone's doing it.
Well, I just saw like the exact same video from 3 people who
100%.
are related to you in some way, shape, or form.
No, I wish it was a paid
That's
ad.
why I'm like, was this a targeted ad? Like, what
Nah,
the
I
fuck
wish.
is this?
It's just because like use the sound, use the product. If you don't have the game, this is like the next best content you can make to, like in a sense, trend as much as you can on the algorithm, because the sound that you use has just been put on Instagram, and that sound isn't been used yet. So it's not trending yet, but it will eventually start trending
Right.
in like maybe a week, maybe a month. You don't know, but just in case you want to put something out using said sound, you know, it's getting ahead of the curve. Basically, it's basically the crux of being like a social media manager is working out what the next trends are.
Just start.
Yeah, just diving on them basically, literally. So like, I'm sitting at home and I'm like, man, I was meant to like get this stuff and make this video like 2 days ago, and I just didn't do it because I was like, I gotta get up, I gotta do my hair, I gotta go run to all these stores. It's gonna be so like man, looks I don't want to do it. I just procrastinated, and then like the day is over, and I'm like, well, I'll do it tomorrow. And Friday comes, and I'm like, I should have done this 2 or 3 days.
When tomorrow was Tuesday and now it's Friday.
Literally, I'm like, what a fucking
I'll
idiot.
do it tomorrow,
Bro, what an idiot I am. So I like my hair was already done because I was doing other things that day, and I was like, no, we're gonna get all this stuff done right fucking now.
So did you eat all that stuff or just like do the influencer garbage?
Oh my god! So I went out at like 7 o'clock at night, and I went to 3 different Lawsons. This was my penance for wasting time. This was
It was all gone, wasn't it?
boy, everything was gone. I went to one Lawson, and they had like the curry bread. They had the shit onigiri, disgusting.
You didn't like the dry curry onigiri?
It was disgusting.
I haven't had that specific one, but I kind of like dry curry onigiri.
Curry onigiri is normally good. I was
Yeah.
the most excited for that. It was disgusting. It tasted like jelly.
Bad, huh?
It was horrible, David. Horrible. The worst.
That's unfortunate.
Bro, I put it in my mouth and I was like, "Ugh." No. I almost like I had to cut it so no one showed. It was horrible. Awful. But yeah. So I went to one Lawson. And so for those that don't know, my area has no Lawsons in it. The Lawsons are very spaced out. So I walked like
actually, now that I think about it,
there's none.
There's none around me either.
There's none. Lawson's a shit company. There's none around me. So like I walk like 10 minutes up the road to a Lawson, and I find like the majority of like the products I want. I found like the curry bread, the weird focaccia sandwich thing, the rice ball, there was something else, the karaage. Cool, that'll work. So I grabbed those and I was like, oh, I've got these. I'll just go home now. And I'm like, no, you're not allowed to make this simple because you could have got every
Right.
single product
If you had left and gone done it in the first place.
on Tuesday when you were supposed to, you dickhead.
Mm-hmm.
You now have to go to every single Lawson in the vicinity to check they don't have what you need. So I walked 20 minutes to the next Lawson on the other side of fucking town, and they had nothing there. Nothing. So I was
Zero.
like, I'm like trying to convince myself, like, oh, you know, even if I walk another 20 minutes to the other Lawson, they're also gonna have nothing. And I'm like, yeah, that might be the case, but you gotta fucking go, Jordan, because you wasted 2 days doing nothing. About I'll do it tomorrow. I'm not gonna get started yet. Go to the fucking Lawson. So I did. I walked another 20 minutes to have a Lawson, and they had the lottery. They had the 750
the
yen.
Omikuji
Bro, that was cool.
thing.
I was gonna do multiple, but I was like, nah.
What could you win?
A replica of Zelda's sword. A
Wait,
clock.
like a full size 1-to-1 scale sword.
I wish it was. It was like a little, like.
You mean like a letter opener?
Yeah, but it was bigger than that, made out of plastic. If it was like a 1-to-1 scale sword,
Scale Master Sword replica.
David,
Oh,
the
man.
way I would have thrown all my money at this one, but just give me all the tickets.
You know what? Honestly, you're probably actually in a case like that. You're probably actually better off just going and buying one because
100%.
the amount of coupons, not coupons, the amount of tickets you're gonna need to buy to actually win
100%.
it.
100%.
Yeah.
100%. I got like those two prizes I wanted.
Yeah.
One was like the little like clock keychain thing.
Mhm.
Adorable. I was like, that's cool. I'll take that. And the other was like, they were like cool like charms and stuff, like really nicely made,
Yeah,
like
yeah.
metal charms. I was like, that's cool. I'll take those. What I didn't want, the clock. Yuck.
Who
Yuck.
needs time?
Who needs time? Listen, I have time. I have a phone. It tells me
Right.
the time.
Did you see the they have another thing? It's like the heart container.
So
and,
cool.
and it lights up.
So cool. Yeah, I
Dude, that
wanted
thing
that.
is overpriced as shit, dude.
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
It's Suns and Hyakuen for
Yuck.
like
Yuck.
a LED inside of a red case.
I
like
can. We have a 3D,
I have a 3D
printer. We
printer. I
can
can
make
print-
it.
probably, yeah.
Disgusting, David. But yeah, so I ran around, grabbed all the stuff, did the omikuji, and I just like went home, ate all the things. I ate the curry bread, delicious, of course, fucking amazing. The focaccia sandwich, delicious. Toast them, way better. The karage was karage. It was good though. It was fine.
Mhm.
And then the onigiri was trash. And then, but everything else, like I took a bite and then like pushed it to one side to do all the videos, do the editing. And then while I was editing it, I was
Yeah.
like drinking tea and eating the rest of like the stuff basically. So nothing went to waste apart from the onigiri. Disgusting. Threw it away. I tried toasting it. Still disgusting.
The curry one.
Yeah, horrible. Absolutely awful, dude.
I wonder if it was just like weird onigiri. Like was it like
The texture didn't taste like onigiri. It just tasted like a badly made onigiri, you know? Like they had like overcooked the rice and was like,
Sure, yeah.
this works. We can just mold this into an onigiri. You know what I mean? There was no
yeah.
there was no bite to the onigiri. It was just like eating like a mouthful of like mush. It
Mm-hmm.
was horrible, David. Honestly, get it, get it and try. It.
There's no loss in here.
Oh, you're right. Get fucked.
I have to like I don't even know where's the I'm gonna look right now.
I'm
Where's the
also
fucking closest
gonna
Lawson?
look. Wait.
I don't think there's one within like 15 minutes.
Wait,
Walking.
Lawson near me. So right now we're at David's house. There is there's a Lawson in the station, but it's like a Lawson.
Yeah, but that's not.
No, I was there this morning. It has nothing. David, you have no Lawsons near you. Holy shit!
There is a Lawson.
You have one 30 minutes away.
There's one that's closer than that.
No, there is not. The other one is 13
No,
minutes.
it's right here. There's one. Wow, this Lawson has a 1.8 star rating. This Lawson must suck ass.
David, what the? Is that your closest Lawson?
I think so.
Dude, your Lawson sucks.
That's bad, and it's based off 25 ratings, so that's
David.
fucking bad.
Wait, looking at this thing, all of the Lawsons around you have bad ratings. 2.4. This one is like fucking 2.6. Yo.
Hang on.
Go on.
Let me read. I want to read this review
Go on.
from 9 months ago.
Oh, Jesus. 1.8. I found it. Go on.
The male staff who wears glasses in the middle of the night and has a really otaku feeling has a very bad attitude. ... That's the end of the review.
That's it? That's why you gave them 1 star. Oh, my God.
Wait. Here's another one. A male clerk wearing a headband with black hair half up. The name tag was dirty and could not identify the name. The bag, when asked with a... this is obviously auto-translated. When asked politely, He threw the
Dame
he threw the product
Kutsugi.
in a very languid manner. So
He's just like,
the bento is
"Here."
overturned. Are you okay?
Shoki desu ka?
I don't know why it's. I don't
Oh my
know
God,
why.
wait.
It must be the app. The app is auto translating.
Bro, he's like, the total amount, point card, change.
It's
everything
all of
was
them are about this
silent.
dude.
They're all about this one guy.
Now I want to go there at like 11:30 at night just to see this dude and be like, bro.
Dude, you're right. Every single one that's like one
It's about
star
the
is about
same
this
dude.
one guy. Yeah, yeah. Apparently, he's been working there for a long time because these go back 2 years. Like,
Wow, all right.
2 years. There is still like talk about this guy just
Getting
like,
fucking shit on.
bro, yeah. After scanning the barcode and placing the item to the back, he basically tossed it towards me. If you can't serve customers decently, then don't work there. Lawson better install a self-service checkout.
Damn.
So good. Yo. Yep, 100%. People hate this guy. 5 years ago?
It's still is this still the same review?
Looks like the same guy.
Man, all right. 9 months is pretty recent considering like 5 years is a review from
Dude,
a while ago and
that's-
he's still there.
That's crazy. Do you know what? Yakuni, give this man a fucking reward. He's worked at shitty Lawson for 5 years, bro.
Yeah.
Or maybe
Props to you.
make your life together. That's 5 years in a Lawson. Maybe he's
Maybe he owns the
maybe he
Lawson.
owns the Lawson.
Because that's possible. It's like Lawsons are like weird franchise things.
That makes sense. Maybe that's why he can't get fired because they're like, can I speak to the owner? And he's like,
I am the owner.
I am the owner. Literally, I am the owner. He's like playing fucking Dota 2 in the corner. I am the owner. No one can stop
No
me.
one can stop me.
I don't care if there's Lawson profits.
Yeah.
But anyway, yeah, this entire week was like a lot of me working out how I can
What you can do.
effectively motivate myself to get shit done, basically. Which is why this morning I was up earlier than normal to leave my house at an earlier than normal time. But the trio line was like, yeah, fuck you. We don't like personal growth here on this line. So yeah, a lot of that. But yeah, I need to, you know what I'm saying? But it's gonna be good. It's gonna be a interesting few weeks of me trying to like pump myself up to like actually start on things. I think once I understood the best way of doing that,
Yep.
be better. If you guys have any advice on how I could just get started with things, just take that first step towards starting things. Let me know. What have you guys done in your lives to help you guys like just make that first step? I know people have the same issue. But it's a pretty big issue. So
Yeah, getting started with anything is
it's so
difficult.
hard. Yeah, I hate it. I really should. For me, it's like literally everything. Even games, I'm like, I'm like, I want to play some God Wars, but I'm like,
I for me starting games is easy, finishing games is hard.
like stop playing the game.
Yeah, no, and this happens all the time though, right? Because I'll
Yeah,
put
go
like
on.
I'll play a game and like it'll be a long ass game. It'll be like fucking 40, 50 hours, right? Like a legit long game.
Yeah.
And the game will end at hour 50 and
Yeah.
I will stop playing at hour 49 every time.
Oh no, yes, David, we are the same people.
Yeah.
Once again, I have still not completed Elden Ring. That I have.
That game I have beat.
Yeah, you smashed that game, bro.
And I beat Armor Core 6
Oh, well
recently.
done. Fucking smashed
I
you.
didn't realize I streamed it. Hey, if you want to see a full playthrough of Armor Core 4 answer.
You streamed the whole thing?
Yeah.
Fuck yeah.
That game is way shorter than I remember.
Oh no.
I even went so it's weird. It is very much a From Software game.
Yeah.
Where there are like multiple paths and multiple endings. So like I beat the game and that was in like one stream sitting, like a
Holy
3-hour
shit!
sitting. And I
3
was like-
hours?
I was like, I remember there being way
More to this game, yeah.
And then it's like, oh, do you want to restart and keep all your parts and go through the missions again? So I'm like, oh, yes, I remember doing this. So you go through again, and this time different missions open up, and it basically, like, it starts the same, and then it does this.
That makes sense. Yeah.
I was like, okay. Cool.
I actually really like that style of like game building. It's fun. Like it sort of in a sense leads the casual player on like a fun little journey. It's like, wow, let's play
The story of Armor Core 4 is like,
I don't know the story.
well, it is very much a From Software game where you need to gather all of the information about the story kind of like from the outskirts, right?
Yeah.
They just don't like straight up tell you.
This is why I just watch like lore videos about Elden Ring. So I'm like, I don't have time
Right,
for this.
exactly.
Like, I don't know what the story is. Like,
So like the first path through is like I guess is like a quote unquote critical path, but you just end up doing all the missions that you can do.
Yeah.
But it's like, oh, you're like a mercenary pilot hired by giant mega corporations that have
Classic.
made
Makes sense.
flying cities, basically, because the surface of the earth is like fucking poisoned.
We're getting there. 5 years, guys.
And they're like, we're just gonna fly in the stratosphere and just hang out up there.
So
and it's like about you protecting the mega corporations, like evil
cities, yeah.
No, not their cities. This is like basically people they've like rescued from the earth. Or whatever,
Oh shit!
Right, where it's like them protecting their interests on Earth and like being able to go through it, and then you beat the game and you're like, cool, and it's like, do you want to restart again? And it's like, okay, sure, I'll restart.
Yeah.
And then you play the first same 5 missions, and then in the second set of missions, there's one that's like, hey kid, you want to be a terrorist? Ooh. It's like, do you want to join the Illuminati terrorists?
Ooh.
And there's literally a mission where like it starts off, it's like, they're called like the Cradles or whatever. They're like big like flying fortresses. It's like, we're beginning our assault on the Cradles. It's like, and then this guy over like the mic just goes, millions will die. Exciting, isn't it? And he's like, let's just go crash these things to the ground and kill millions of people.
Bro, nah. See, they would have got me at, hey kid, do you want to join the terrorists? I'd be like, yeah, sounds cool. Might as well. And then millions will die. I'm like, bro, you took it too far. I thought we were blowing up buildings and like throwing paint on things. Like, chill, bro. Like, relax.
No, it's like basically just like crashing space colonies.
Why are you doing this?
Because they're like, fuck the corporations.
I mean,
it's literally fuck capitalism.
You guys are fucking brutal. Attack the capitalists. What do the people do? Attack the dudes at the top.
I think like one of the things is like
wild.
What does he say? He's like you reign of you capitalist dogs is about to end, and he's like, welcome to Earth. After they fucking crash all their fucking flying fortresses. Welcome to Earth, bitch.
I would be like, wow, millions have died, but also great pun, fucking fantastic pun, 10 out of 10 pun.
I have to give it to FromSoft. They know how to name characters. The leader of the terrorists.
Go on.
His name is Maximilian Thermidor.
Let's fucking go.
That is like the most ridiculous name.
Thermidor?
Maximilian?
No.
Maximilian is a great name.
Bro, Maximilian's a evil guy. Sick name. Thermidor. That's my father. Please call me Maximilian. Bro, come on. That's fucking sick. Put a dual disc in him. He's ready for Yu-Gi-Oh. That guy's pumped. That's sick. What a fun game.
Game is easier than I remember though.
Game?
Yeah. The laser blade made everything way easier than I remember.
I think I played the game once, but I don't remember because it was literally years ago.
There's so many.
There's so many as well. Yeah,
I was surprised. I watched like a lore video on like a person going through all the games. There's like, there's like 1, 2, 3, 4.
Classic.
But then there's like 5 games in between that just have subtitles. They don't have a number.
Yep.
So I'm like, what the fuck? I'm like, I didn't know half these games existed.
I think I've played one of the subtitle games. I remember it just being like on sale in the store, and I went, oh, big robot, good game. I buy. And just being very confused about the game. It's like, how do I play this? Like, what is this game?
Oh, dude, the old games are weird. You had to use the shoulder buttons to look up and down.
Yep.
Now that's some weird shit.
I remember playing the game like 3 or 4 times and being like, this was a bad investment with my child money, but that's okay. We're just going to put this in the pile of games that I bought cheaply and never think about again. So,
yeah, I rarely have those games, but occasionally they come along.
And you're like, well, that was a waste of my time and money. I'm very excited to like eventually move back to my house and like start playing games again, honestly. Like, that's going to be good. Having no internet, so
Zelda's out.
I'm going to get it when I move back, 100%.
You can just play it on your Switch. You don't need the internet for that.
Yeah, I know. Do you know what I want to do, though? I also want to beat the old Zelda game, the first Zelda game.
Zelda 1?
The first one on the Switch.
Breath of the Wild.
That's the one, yeah. I've not even beat like the Master Sword Trials yet or whatever.
Was that like DLC?
I think so. I don't remember. By not even beat, I mean like I just didn't even attempt it. Like very much like you. I got the game, played the game, fun game, beat Ganon, was like, cool and the best. And then they were like, hey, do you want to do all these other missions? And I was like,
nope.
No, not really. Like, honestly, not.
Do you want to go through all the shrines? Nope.
No, not really.
I respect my time.
Bro, I respect my time, honestly. Like, I've done the mission. Is there anything else that's cool that I can discover in this game? And it's like, no. I'm like, so we're done then, aren't we? Like, we're done. No,
I mean, I think like the people who made that game knew very well like they were fucking with people.
Oh, yeah.
When they made the stupid Korok seed thing, where you turn in all the Korok seeds, and then he goes, "Ha! Here's a bigger piece of poop."
They
Fuck
gave you a giant piece of... I didn't even know that's what happens. They just give you a big piece of poop. I was watching... do you know Small Ant? Was it Small
Yes.
Ant?
I recognize the name.
It was
yeah.
Small Ant. I think it was Small Ant. He was doing like a big, like 100%...
Oh God,
bro, disgusting. 100% Breath of the Wild playthrough speedrun thing. It's like... Obviously, you beat all the big old enemy things, the deities. You beat Ganon, woo! But then you got to go to all the shrines, do all the quests, max out certain levels of like armor, get all the fucking Korok seeds, get all the demon badge things from the demon seller guy. Like, it's so much shit. And I'm watching him go through this game as I'm like doing like work basically, and I'm like, yo,
if you did the second DLC, you unlocked a motorcycle.
oh yeah, I got a motorcycle.
Oh,
I got it.
yeah, it's the one that looks like a horse, right?
Yeah, it's cool.
Link gets it and I've only ever seen it in Mario Kart 8 because it's a thing Link can ride. But yeah,
It's good. I played the DLC just to get the motorcycle. I think I was teaching at the time the game came out. Wow, that game came out ages ago. Fuck,
it's
old.
7 years, 6
Yep.
years old, 7
Yep.
years old.
That game's old. Holy fuck. Still,
Yeah.
it holds up. Good game.
That was the thing. Like when I went back to play Armored Core, I'm like, this game's like 20 years old. What the fuck?
What the fuck? Like, what the time? Calm the fuck down. Like, chill. Like, Breath of the Wild. I think I've gone back to it when I was in the UK. I went back to it because I knew like the new one was coming out. So I was like, oh, let me like play this game a little bit, see what missions I've not completed yet. Like, I'm with my little brother, my nieces and nephews. So they'll have fun. It's just an easy game to play. Easy game to like. Anyone can take it, play the game. You know, it's easy. You know, it's an easy game. So pass the controller around, playing like Breath of the Wild, and I'm just like, yo, there's so many like little side missions and like side quests that I've not even attempted. And I think because unless you're like a completist, unless you're that 100%, I've done it. I did 100% of the things done. It doesn't really matter. Like, honestly, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's not really.
Yeah, I agree. But I'm also not that kind of person. Like I don't care if I get 100% of something. No. The last game that I 100%ed was Metal Gear Solid 5.
Sick.
And that's only because it was like easy enough to do.
Yeah.
But it was also fun enough to actually like do the shit. That's the problem. There's like a lot of games that they basically go like, okay, you can 100% this. We're gonna waste your fucking time.
Yes, I hate that.
I don't want to waste my time.
Make it fun or something. Like I think
make it enjoyable.
The last game I 100%ed was Pokemon Shield. Was the last game I 100%.
Oh yeah, I remember because you wanted a Pokemon from me because you wanted to complete the Pokedex. I remember.
I did. I wanted to complete the Pokedex. I wanted to like beat everyone up, do the whatever
did you
challenges.
Did you play the one after that, Scarlet and Violet?
No, I was done after that. No, I did Sword and Shield because I was like, wow, this game looks different, new and unique. I'm gonna give it open world.
Nope.
Wow.
Nope.
That's what I want for a Pokemon game. I'm gonna give it a go. And then I was like, oh, this is kind of shit. Like it's fine, but I'm not.
God, those games are so disappointing. Like looking at Zelda, yeah.
Bro,
I look at how Zelda runs, and then I look at Pokemon, and I'm like, this is from the same
company. What the fuck? Like, what have you done? Like fuck.
Yeah,
me,
granted,
man.
like Zelda will chug when you like use some of the powers, but that's only because it's like checking to see if you're lifting anything in your area at the same time, and then it has to like calculate the physics, and it's on the Switch, and the Switch is kind of crap. So
I'm doing dumb shit, like I'm trying to launch every single bomb I have at the same time while doing like electrical things. Like I'm doing too much, and the game's like, bro, chill. I get it. Pokemon, I'm like, yo, Pikachu, use fucking Shadow Ball, and it's the game's like, oh my god, wait, what? There's so
10 FPS.
There's so much information at once, but this game's.
Yeah, I don't know what that company is doing.
Wow, no. I remember like
it's embarrassing at this point.
There was a whole thing going on about how the Pokemon like, oh, the fucking model was just taken from the fucking Nintendo DS and it's just been scaled up or some shit. And I was like, bro, this is like embarrassing to the extent where I was like, I'm not gonna get a new Pokemon game until like I see something really interesting and unique come out. Like I'm not gonna get distracted by like the advertising campaigns around the thing. I'm gonna wait until the game is out. Then I'm gonna watch like some creators make shit about the game.
Right, that's the thing. Like you get there's like the hype cycle, right? It's like,
Oh yeah.
don't get excited about thing, get
Yep.
excited about thing,
Yep.
get disappointed,
Yep.
new thing comes out, get excited
about
about
thing.
like, right? It's just
This is why I was laughing about the Harry Potter game, because I'm already, I don't care anymore.
yeah,
I'm fine. Like, if you don't release all the game at once on every console, you lose big money, because the game's been out long enough now that I've gone, oh, so it turns out the game's shit? I bet I won't get it. Done. Like, I was hyped for like an hour, and I was like, this is the hour that you've got me. My hype is peak.
you got to sell me in this hour, and then
Bro.
it's done.
David, they had me, because I was like, bro, I'm getting this game. I was like, I'm buying this game. I'm going to be fucking Lucifer, big wand energy, and I'm going to go around zapping motherfuckers. I'm going to have a good old time. I don't even like Harry Potter that much, but it's magic, and that's fucking sick. I'm down for it, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
I was on Amazon, credit card in hand, ready to buy this game, and they were like, the PS4 version isn't out until September.
Like way later, yeah.
Yeah, and I was like, oh, I guess I'll just wait then. And then literally 20 minutes later, I was like, I don't want it anymore. I was like, I don't want it anymore. I'm done. Okay, fuck you guys, and I'm done. I want it. That's it. I don't even know when it comes out, because I'm just like,
Yeah, it'll be out when it's out.
and then I'll wait till it comes out free on PlayStation Plus or something like that.
Yeah, I'm sure it'll come to
Oh,
something
100%.
like that.
Give it time. But yeah, oh fuck, do you want to quickly jump to our new halfway through the podcast?
Sure.
And then we can talk about the things we
Do you want a One Piece update?
Yeah, I do.
I'll do like a minute.
Oh my
of
god,
One Piece
yes,
update.
David.
Okay.
One piece at a time. David, how has One Piece been going?
I need. I should have like a fucking soundbite that I can click
We'll get a
to
little.
their place. Let me actually see where I am. I'm looking at my bookmark here. I am in chapter 165.
What has been happening in 165?
We are in
Where are we?
Yuba in Alabasta.
Ooh,
So they
good
like,
chapter.
just. It's when Crocodile is like meeting with all his what's a doodles, all his like lieutenant captains.
Yeah, it's captains.
Things I've noticed about
Go on.
One Piece.
I'm listening.
Especially the English translation, because this is the official English translation that I'm reading.
Is it bad?
Is bad.
It's so fucking bad.
Not good. Is bad.
So bad.
Not that it's bad per se.
Yeah.
But I can tell immediately, just based off of like what I know about One Piece,
Yeah.
and then what is being translated.
Yeah.
The localization is.
Oh, it's terrible. Yeah, it's awful.
It's bad.
He's bad. He's very bad.
He's bad.
He's not good.
So, yeah, like just the way that they translate and localize some stuff is really funny. But of course, there's a character that appears in the Alabasta arc that is maybe a little
Saucy?
controversial.
Which one is that?
In the traditionally white Christian American right-leaning areas of the world that
Which
we get
one?
this manga that you'd need to localize it for.
Who's that? Is it the woman with the sharp nails?
Nope.
Who's the one that you don't in the Alabaster Rock? Wait,
Mm-hmm.
not Miss Wednesday.
No.
No.
It's not a lady.
It's a guy.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, it's a Bon Clay.
Yeah.
My boy, I love Bon Clay.
Yeah.
All right, let's go. Yeah.
Yeah,
I fucking love Bon Clay.
Man, they try their goddamn hardest
So
to localize
hard.
him as not being gay.
You cannot do that. Let my man live. He literally had in the anime. He had a song called, and I quote, "All Come My Way."
Yeah.
Have you heard this song? It's
Yeah.
got a full release.
Well,
it's a banging track.
It's funny because like they say like his like the back of his shirt says "Come my way,"
yeah.
but that's not what it says. Because on the back, like they try so hard not to localize it as what it is. Like they don't put in the context of where that sentence is coming from, right? But like, it's like so. There's like literally on the page they show like the back of his jacket, right?
Yeah.
And there's like an editor note because they're obviously not redrawing the
jacket. Yeah.
jacket.
Yeah.
So it literally says Okamado on the back of his jacket.
Yeah.
Which if I was gonna translate it in the weirdest way possible, because most other stuff is like like shinobi do.
Oh yeah.
Anything like nani nani do means
Bushido,
the way of.
the way
right?
of, yeah.
So Bushido is the way of the warrior, right? Shinobi do is the way of like ninja.
Ninjas, yeah.
Kumamoto is like literally the way of the homosexual. Is like how you would translate that, right? Which I think is really funny.
No, it is.
But that's what it is, right?
That's what it means.
So
That's what it means. That's like, oh my god, the stupid thing. I think
but they try so
So
hard not
Oh,
to say that
Christ,
he's
that's
gay,
so
and he's
funny.
so fucking gay.
This is like any a lot of like right wing American crazies have this whole thing about like no,
I don't even think it's like right wing American thing.
no,
I
it's just
think
like a fun, it's just like a translation
being,
Funimation thing.
being gay is not
They're like, what? Can we show
was
this?
not kosher at the time.
Yeah. This
it
is
was
this is
translated.
why like nowadays when people are like, oh, you can't watch, I don't know, fucking this movie because Disney's trying to turn the children trans and or gay. And it's like, bro, I grew up with One Piece, alright? When my brain was
if Bonkley didn't
Bro.
make me gay, nothing's gonna work.
when my brain was the most tender, I was watching what's the guy's name? The guy who has like the hormone fruit, and he's basically do you know about the hormone fruit guy?
No,
I'll leave it.
we'll leave it at that.
We'll let David find
get
out
there.
what the fucking hormone fruit guy is. When you get there, David, you'll realize, like, listen,
Did you like switch people's genders?
constantly.
Okay.
Constantly. Listen,
I figured that like
bro.
I figured that was what it was. So like yeah, I met they met Ace. Ace
Nice.
is like fucked off.
Yeah, of course. Classic case.
They've gone like into Alabasta, so like they're gonna. I'm surprised. Like, it's so weird. The pacing in One Piece is so fucking strange.
It's weird, yeah.
Because there's like some parts that I feel like they would have spent like way more time on, and they just like boom, like
Oh, yeah.
blast through it. And then there's other stuff that's like not
We can-
so
yeah,
interesting,
you like-
and
we
it's
like-
like
we just-
this just goes forever.
Yeah.
Ivankov, my brother says.
Thank you, Ivankov. I was like, what's
the
this?
resident One Piece fan in my household?
Good man. Fucking cultured individual, let me tell you.
But yeah, it's like it's very weird.
It is, yeah.
But I do like he does a lot of interesting stuff where he does like he'll do like one cutaway chapter for like
I
Chopper's
love those.
backstory.
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
like,
they're
okay,
cool.
cool.
They're really cool. They're really, really good. I think an interesting thing about, especially like One Piece, is that although the pacing is a little bit weird at times,
Yes.
it is very entertaining. I think the problem is like I can never watch the Alabasta arc again ever in my life because for some reason in the UK they were stuck on that arc. Like the rest hadn't been.
It's the Dragon Ball charging the Spirit Bomb.
Yes, the rest hadn't been translated. So you were just stuck on this arc.
The pacing will get worse. Don't tell me that. That's not good.
Do not reveal those secrets. He's young. Let him live. The pacing does indeed sometimes
I'm
occasionally
only
get worse.
16% finished.
You're fine. You got one piece at a time, baby. You'll be okay. Like it's
Yeah.
okay. But yeah, I can't watch the Alabasta arc anymore. Like I can't do it. So many times I had to watch this arc and it never finished. And then I was just like, I'm just gonna watch this in Japanese. This
So
is
this
stupid.
is my problem too. Is that like I know what's gonna happen in this arc,
Yeah.
right? So I just kind of feel like I'm treading water because I'm not seeing anything I haven't seen already.
That's true. Yeah,
so I'm
yeah,
like,
yeah,
I'm
yeah,
kind of
yeah.
just like,
Come on.
There'll be like times where I'm just like scrolling through pages, not even reading it. I'm like, yeah.
Yeah, I know.
What's
Yeah,
going
I
on
know.
right
I know.
now?
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah, some good. There's some good like bits of like human dialect there. There's, like,
It's
some
weird
good
how much I
fights.
know about One Piece, having never ever consumed One Piece
Bro, it's
at all.
everywhere through osmosis. You know,
Just
One
through
Piece is.
sheer
Oh
osmosis.
yeah, 100%. Helps that your brother's watching One Piece as well. You probably
Yeah.
got a lot there as well. It's good. I think I really enjoy. Honestly, really enjoy One Piece. I think if people don't read it,
I'm trying to
definitely
do
give it a go.
like 30 chapters a week.
That's good.
And,
pretty
you
good.
know, I'll finish up to 1,000 in about a year and a half.
Easy.
No,
It's a
no,
nice.
I don't know.
It's a
If I-
nice.
I don't know.
chilling
It
read.
depends. Like I can zip through chapters pretty quick.
As a man who used to read a lot of manga, yeah, I used to be in my room just like demolishing books, like so fucking
Do you know?
good.
Do you know what's weird?
Go on.
Do you know what's a fun weird fact?
I'm
I have
listening.
to turn on my VPN to read One Piece.
Are you fucking serious?
Because the website that I was using to read One Piece is
Yeah.
literally blocked in Japan.
Are you serious?
I cannot access it, so I have to turn on my VPN every time I want to read One Piece.
This is like classic like Japan bullshit. I need to sit down with like the heads of distributed companies and be like, listen, this helps your brand. You want people to know about your shit. Like there's-
Maybe if you sold your manga for the same prices in Japan,
we wouldn't
we
be
wouldn't be in this situation.
literally, but here we
But
are.
when like one book of manga is like $13.
Oh yeah, yep. It's like $5 in the UK. It's fucking expensive. Coming to Japan, I was like, yo, what do you mean? It's like this whole.
It's $2.
It's $2 for
a buck?
everything.
Yeah.
Are you on drugs? Why?
less?
Or less? I've seen less.
Yeah.
I've seen like,
100 yen.
bro,
for a
yeah.
book.
I saw like,
I mean,
oh,
dude, I got all
literally.
I have all of Berserk, all of Naruto, all of Promised Neverland, all of Yu Yu Hakusho.
Love
I
Yu
think
Hakusho.
like maybe total, it's like $400 maybe,
If that, yeah.
if that.
Crazy. I love that shit.
Yeah, dude. 13. Yes, 13. It was that expensive in Canada.
Fuck me, dude. Canada's
Anyway.
crazy. Well,
That's my One Piece minute, which was actually probably closer to 5, but that's
No, it's
okay. We'll
Glad you're enjoying it, though.
go over to a new ad read here,
Smash it.
and we'll be right back.
Sequelcast 2 and Friends is a podcast looking at movies in a franchise one film at a time, hosted by me, Matt Bradley Shurey, Alex, and Thrasher. We also look at video games. We're working through Sierra Online's adventure games from Mystery House all the way up through Gabriel Knight 3 and larger pop culture topics. It's a lot of fun. For more info, go to sequelcast2.com, only on the Tokyo Beat Network.
And sweet.
Now we're back.
What up, guys? Welcome back. Good ad read this week, honestly. Very good. Very smashy.
That's
I like
why
these guys.
I only consume it on the overdrive from the library. Yeah.
Smart.
You know what?
Yeah.
People treat book off like the library too. So
True.
every time someone's touchy on me, I just want to kick their fucking kneecaps
You're like,
out.
move. I'm trying to
I'm
do
trying to
things.
buy things.
Like, fucking in my
This is
way.
not the library.
This is not the library. Hold on. All right. David,
Yes.
do you want to talk about JP Post being absolutely fucking dog shit?
Only for the week.
I mean, forever.
Well,
forever. But
forever, yeah.
for those that don't know, for those who live in Japan, there's a bank called JP Post or Yucho Ginko, Yucho Bank. And Yucho Bank is a bank. If you come to live in Japan, you will make an account with this bank, no matter what. If you resist, you can resist all you like. Your first bank is going to be Yucho. Why? Because they accept everybody.
Pretty much.
If
Well, that's not true. I've heard some people get rejected by Yucho.
From Yucho? They thought Jay was a member of the fucking Italian mafia and they accepted him. Like, what the fuck?
You remember that story?
Dude, classic. Like, what the... Like, bro, if
You
you...
have the same name as someone from the Italian mafia.
Yeah. And they were like... And even that, they were like, hold on a minute here. You know, did you fucking say sorry?
Right.
You can have an account. You know what I mean? It's dumb shit like that. Like... So you're gonna have a Yucho account, no matter what. But the problem is, Yucho is like the shittest bank in Japan, and
Correct.
it's not just us saying that. Everyone says it. Everyone's like, this bank is shit.
He's bad.
It's bad.
He's bad.
So when I say to people like, oh, transfer. So we'll put it this way from the beginning: when you fill out a form for anything that requires your bank account, there's always 2 sections on the form. They'll be like, hey, this section is for your bank account. Please fill out your bank account information on this section. And then there'll be another section and it will say, hi, this is for those who have Yucho. Because the Yucho banking process is so outdated, so fucking convoluted, it needs a separate space on like banking documents to fill in. So when like you talk to any company or do anything with Yucho, they're always like, how do we gotta blow off the old fucking 1940s abacus to get this Yucho thing fucking put in the system. It's dumb. The system doesn't make sense. And then to make things worse, to make matters way worse, they're trying to do like online banking. They're trying their hardest.
You were there being trying.
Bro, they're trying so hard to do online banking, but they're not good at online banking.
No, they're pretty bad.
They're pretty bad.
Not gonna lie. They're pretty awful.
They're awful. But they're trying. During Golden Week, Yucho did what I think is like the most egregious thing a bank can do, which is for about, 3 days, 4 days? Like 3 days.
Yeah, at least 3 days.
For 3 days, they denied people using their bank accounts. You couldn't use your account. You could not access your funds in your Yucho account.
Right.
I know you're thinking, oh, I just do it online then. You said online banking. No.
It is literally like your account is frozen for the next 3
They
days.
froze everyone's account over like 3 days. I think the reason was, it's a holiday. It's a national holiday, so everyone's account is frozen. But it was only Yucho. No other bank
No other
was
bank
frozen.
did this.
They're treating
Only
it.
Yucho.
It's so dumb. They were treating it like as you make like they treat it like those little men living in the machines. And as you took money out, the guy goes, "Oh, this is a Yucho card. Hold on, 1, 2, 3, 4. Hey, I could put it in the machine now. There we go. Like there's a weird analog system behind the
Right.
digital. There isn't. Made no sense. Fucking stupid. So me and David were like in Kumamoto at this time.
Yeah. So this is where it got
Ridiculous.
me because I didn't know because of course Yucho doesn't tell
Doesn't
tell
tell
anybody
anyone.
that
Doesn't
this is
tell
gonna
anyone
happen.
about it.
Nobody fucking knew.
Nope.
So
Nope.
we go on holiday to Kumamoto, right?
Beautiful place. Yeah.
I have money in my wallet, but it's like not, like a ton. I have maybe like I think I had like $150 or something.
Like that. Yeah.
Enough if I knew that the bank is closed.
Mm-hmm.
But so like I'm going out there and I'm paying for everything in cash because that's just what you do.
Yeah.
Because you're in Japan, you don't pay for stuff. You don't go to izakaya and be like, I'm gonna pay with a card.
Pay for card. Use cash.
Just use cash.
Go cash. Yeah, it's fine.
So of course, it gets to like day 1 or 2, and I'm like, oh, I need to take out money. Can't take out money.
Wild.
And it's like, okay, well, then what the fuck do I do?
Literally.
Like, what if there's an emergency? What if I need money? What if and which happened is that I literally ran out of money because I figured, oh, why would the bank close an ATM? There's no one working there. It's just money in the ATM. I should be able to pull out money. I can understand if you close the bank.
The bank. Yeah.
But why are you locking the accounts out from the ATMs?
The worst thing as well, I have a digital Passmo. My Passmo's on my phone, and to charge it, I basically put money from my Line account, my Line like ID account, to my Passmo. I just boop and I charge it, and it was like dumb o'clock at night, and I'm like, oh, I should probably charge my my Passmo. I've got about
To travel around.
to travel
'Cause
around.
you need money to travel. You need money on the bus,
Yeah.
the train,
Yeah. I was like, I got like 5,000 yen on it. Might need a couple more yen on that. I'll put some more yen on it. I was like, oh, my ID account's looking a little bit light. Let me just put a couple mon on that just to be sure. And it's like, oh yeah, your account is closed. I'm like, what? That? Yeah, your error. Your account cannot be accessed. It's outside of banking hours.
Yeah, outside of banking. It's like 12 noon on a Thursday.
It's what the literally it's what the fuck? It's like outside of banking hours. Like, yo, it's outside of banking hours. I'm like, bro, I have topped up my thing at 4 a.m. drunk, like going home, like in the morning. You know what I'm saying? Like
Exactly, right? Like you should be able to do it at any time
I've
because it's literally digital money.
it's
that
literally
point.
digital money. Like what the fuck? Absolute fucking horse shit of a bank. Absolute terrible. Like I don't think I've ever. I always say I'm like, I'm gonna like eventually like just like cancel my my YouTube account, but I never do because it's a hassle. It's
right,
fucking
you gotta
troublesome.
Jump through so many
fucking
hoops and other shit, and it's just like, wow, fucking why?
Yeah, I'm like, I don't want to jump through all these hoops just to like get a new account. It's not worth it, in the end.
Yeah,
But
I agree. Like they're a modern bank. How are they so archaic? I agree. I agree.
we agree. We agree.
I agree.
The Yucho is like not only just the worst bank, it's the worst bank that as they're trying to upgrade their systems, they still can't update their systems. Like
I bet you nothing has changed.
nothing's changed. Nothing. Like for example, I was sending a package through JP Post. Remember, JP Post, Yucho, basically the exact same establishment. Yeah. So I go there. I got my boxes. I go into Yucho. I'm like, hey guys, I want to send these boxes to the UK. David, the guy's like, hey, we have an online option now. And I go, what? He goes, we have an online option. Here's the online option. I go, please tell me about this online option. He goes, well, you make an account with uchoonline.jp/org or whatever. And after you make an account there, you put all your information down. You tell us where you want to send the package, how much it weighs, blah, blah, blah. Then you bring that information into the store. We print out the thing, stick it on your package, and then we send the package off. And I'm like, cool. That sounds like extra steps. No, thank you. I'm just going to, I'm just going to send these. Thanks. And the guy's like, oh, no. You have to use the online option. I'm like, hold on, it's not an option then, is it? If I have to use it, right?
You're being voluntold.
I'm being voluntold. It's like you have to set up this online account and jump through these hoops to do this thing. And I'm like, yeah, but I don't want like what? I'm like, I just want to
Stupid.
just let me send these fucking packages. What the fuck? And he's like, oh, you got to do it this way since like, and I'm like, how is this better than the old system? I'm like, how does this make any more sense? This sounds like a lot more hoops to jump through for nothing, right? And the guy's like, oh, this way, it's really streamlined. And I go to him, is this streamlined? Right now, are we in a streamlined process? He's like, oh, I can help you like set up the account, but the bank's closing in like 20 minutes, so
it's 5 p.m. and everything closes at 5.
It's 5 p.m. and everything closes at 5. We can't blah blah. I'm like, bro, this should have been
for people who do fuckloads of Zangyo. Y'all close government buildings and everything at 5 p.m. on the dot.
I had to talk to this guy. Yeah, I was like, he's like, okay, I can help you set up the account, and then we can you can come back tomorrow with the packages. We can send them off. I go, that's annoying, but fine. So we stand there for like 5-10 minutes, like setting this account up. Everything's done. All the information's put in. Press enter. Log in. Error.
I bet you I know exactly why I gave you an error.
Go on.
Because your name is in Romaji.
Bro. Yep. I got half width kind of
half width characters.
Fuck off, cunt.
It's not
half
Unicode characters.
Yep. Half width characters not used. Your password
it is
isn't
2023.
What's a half width character?
So half width characters are English Romaji that are written using the Unicode format, which is what you need in order to write kanji. So if you are on your computer,
you could
yeah, no. So you ever type in Japanese and your the English characters kind of look like squished like this?
Yeah, bad.
Those are half width characters.
That's bad. You don't want that. That's not good.
You do want that because every Japanese form has been allocated to be half width characters. But if you type on any other type of keyboard, you get full width characters and they don't fucking work.
You get what it was normal text, as we call it in the rest of the fucking world. Get fucking up to date. So I can't even log in at one point. It's like, oh, you're not using half of the characters, so we can't log in. I'm like, this is stupid. Like, you guys are actually dumb. And we finally set it all up. I press enter, we log in, and it's like, oh, error. We can't log you in. And I look at the guy, and I'm like, how was this easier than I could have just entered this information onto a slip of paper, and we could have been done.
Slap that bitch on, and it would have been on its way.
Been done. I was like, explain to me now how this is easier.
Yeah,
please.
I agree.
I'm like, explain to me how this is smoother.
if it was a matter of you set it up once and then you just print it out every time you need to send anything, that would be great. But the problem is when you send mail, you got to change the receiving address.
Yep.
Every time. So
every time.
Really, you're writing it in anyway.
Yep.
So
it doesn't make sense. It doesn't add up. It doesn't. It's stupid. It's so dumb that I'm like, is there another thing I can use? Because I
agree with you. It is fucking stupid.
I will not be using JP Pause if I can help it, because it doesn't make any fucking sense. Like, the way the guy looked at me, he's like, Era? And I go, yeah. And he goes, eh? Era? And I go, yeah. Now what do we do? And he's like, Classic Japan. Everything's smooth until there's any problems, and they go,
and then the entire thing crashes.
Everything crumbles, bro. And that was the manager of the bank. He was like the bank manager. I was like, bro. He's like, yeah, I'm the manager. I was like, bro, if you don't know, we're fucked. That you are the last point of call at the bank. So what?
Guess I just give up then.
Bro, that was literally what he said. He was like, well, the bank's closed on the weekends. We finish at 5. could you come back?
No, I don't think you understand. You're finished when I'm finished.
Bro, I was like, listen, you guys are closing the
You
shutters.
started helping me before
Bro,
5.
listen.
We gonna be here till we're done.
We're going to be here for a while. But I had shit to do, lucky for him. So I was like, listen, as much as I would love to, like, waste your time,
I don't got time to fuck around with
I
you.
don't got time to be standing in this bank talking to you because, like, you don't know what you're doing. I don't know. I don't know what the system is at this stage. Like, why are we here? What are we doing here? Just like doing this weird song and dance of no one knowing what's going on. You keep saying Moshiwake gozaimasen. I keep saying, can you give me some answers? Like, this is silly. So eventually I was just like, give me a next step. I was like, he goes, oh, like, tai. I was like, no. I was like, like, sugino step. He's like, I was like, just give me the next step. What's the next thing I should do? Give me the next step. And he's like, oh, the bank, like, one station over will have, like,
Oh no, he just wanted to pass you on.
100%. But he's like, the bank one station over opens on the weekend, so you can go there and basically bug them. And I'm like, I will. I will. Because that's better than, like, wasting time here, because you know what's going on, basically. Fucking David, silly people. Very, very silly. Very upsetting. But yeah.
Did you ever get the packages sent?
No! They're in my fucking house still. It's fucking irritating. They're just sitting there because I can't send them. Fuck's sake. And the thing is, like I pack them, I wrap them, I've taped them up, and they're ready to go. I carried them to the fucking...
Just FedEx, like Kuronaka Yamato them. Just get them fucking out of
fucking
here.
Kuro Yamato Neko them. Because, like, at this stage, I'm like, I can't deal with humans anymore in these banks because... I went the first time, all right, just to sending a letter, grabbing information. I spoke to the woman behind the counter. I was like, hey, I'm going to come back here in like 2 days to send a package. What do I need to do to make this as streamlined as possible? And she just goes, oh, you just bring them in. And I go, bet. I go, they're going to the UK. She goes, yeah, just bring them in. I go, bet. And I did. I just brought them in. They go, oh, actually, you'll find there's a whole shit online system that doesn't work. Yoroshiku. Like, bro, this is why, like, if I was ever given, like, powers, my villain arc would start like that, David.
He burned down the mail system.
Oh, like that. I'd be like, oh, it's Jordan versus Yucho. I'm about to burn all these systems down. To be fair, I think if powers happen, villain saga, like, so quickly. I think I'd probably try my best to be a hero, but then, like, one person would, like, chat shit, and I'd be like, oh, we're done. So we're done then. Like, I would save someone's life, and they'll be like,
oh, here I go, murdering again.
Bro, like, oh, I've saved you from this bus. Good salutations, citizen. And they're like, oh, you ripped my jacket as you saved my life. I'll be like, well, now you're dead, you fucking dickhead. Now I'm a villain. Look what you've done. Look at Jordan, what was your villain arc? Someone said mean thing to me, and I was done. I was like,
Just wasn't having it.
was not having it. You get 3 days a week, I'll do hero things. 4 days a week, villain things. It's a good balance, I think. No, 3-3, we take Sundays off. You gotta take a day off. It's the Lord's Day, David. It's a day of rest, David.
Right.
One day a week. I gotta go to church. I gotta repent, David.
God gave me these powers and he can take them away.
I gotta go once a week, just like, Lord, thank you for these powers. I've saved 200 lives, but I've taken 200 lives. So we're technically even, right?
That's how it works, right?
That's how it works, right? Right? We good? Say nothing if we good. Looks like we're good. Looks like we good, right. Baby. The week roller. I'm gonna roll a D20. See what I'm doing next week. Fuck me, man.
Well,
so dumb.
Going from shitty Yucho, let's talk about stuff that was actually good.
Kumamoto was amazing.
Kumamoto was great.
I really like Kumamoto. For those
you had been before, right?
I had been once before.
Yeah.
I had been once before. My God, when did I go? Years ago now. Before I lived in Japan. So it was a very long time ago. And I had a very good time that time as well. Ate good ramen, met some cool people. But then going back was very peculiar just because everything had changed.
Well, you hadn't been there for like
more than 7 years, yeah. Everything has changed. Like, the station had been done up, the castle had been done up. When I went to the castle, no one was there. Like, it was empty. There was like 3 people there, maybe. There's a really popular cafe I went to. Didn't even know it was popular because when I went there, no one was there. And this time we went, David, how full was the castle? absolutely fucking jam packed. Like it was a good time, honestly. Kumamoto was very very fun. It was your first
It was
time though.
my first time, yeah.
How was Kumamoto, David? How did you find it?
How
How
to
was
describe Kumamoto? That's
it's
a
a
good
peculiar
question.
city. Honestly.
I really like the vibe of Kumamoto.
The vibe is
So
immaculate. Yeah.
Kumamoto is like unlike any other Japanese city I've been to,
Mhm.
just because of the way that the city is built.
Yes. Yes.
It's so weird.
Yep.
So if you've never been to Kumamoto, the reason why it's so different than any other city is because when I say the way that it's built is, I mean like the public transportation system.
Oh my god, yes.
So
Great
like in
system.
Tokyo, right, you have trains, right? But usually the trains are like diverted from, streetways, or like they're raised above the street, or they're
Yeah.
underground. Like they're not in the way of like like your walking area or your driving area,
Yeah.
right? Kumamoto says no, fuck that. We're just gonna have trams everywhere. Above ground trams. They run in the center of the road. And they have to follow all the same like lights that the cars do.
Yeah.
And man, so it makes the construction of Kumamoto really weird, because you have 4 lanes and then 2 lanes in the middle for the tram. So you basically like have like some big roads that are fucking 6 lanes wide, and it makes Kumamoto feel very open, like very very wide.
The thing is, it makes driving absolutely impossible though.
Oh god, yeah. I feel bad for Marty who drove us around, because like
Yeah.
I'm in the back seat with you. I'm shitting my pants.
Bro,
I'm not even
I'm
driving.
terrified. Bro, like the roads make no sense in Kumamoto because of the tram system.
Right.
Like as David said, the tram system basically cuts through the city, which gives you these giant roads. But it means that like, what are the rules here? If I want to make like a right turn, there are trams
Right.
to the right of me. Do I just
Go?
turn? Some people just fucking
And it's not only that, it's
Turned.
like it would be bad enough you have to cross 2 lanes of traffic, but now you have to cross 2 lanes of traffic plus trams, and then get into the lane that you need to be in and hope that cars aren't coming.
Rudy. It's
So there is a reason, like you said, there's a reason why you're like, oh, the drivers in Kyushu and Kumamoto are really
They're
fucking
wild.
bad.
They're wild.
Because they have to be.
you have to be. No, honestly, everyone's always said to me like,
Just no fucking fear.
Yep.
Go.
you cannot fear anything driving in Kumamoto, because as you make that like left turn, that right, they're not even like turns like fucking right.
It's like drive
Yeah.
straight and then.
Literally, it'd be like drive straight, and then this next turn you're making isn't a 90-degree turn. It's basically 180 degrees more or less. You're almost making a U-turn to turn like left or right. Remember that big turn we took, and it was like whew, like
Yeah.
fucking crazy.
Yeah, because it was the corner came. It was like 4 streets.
Yes.
Came into the same like intersection, but none of it wasn't coming in across. Like
No,
this.
it was like-
2 were like this,
Yep.
1 was like this, and then it was like
Yep.
a bird foot looking thing.
It was
so it's like
horrible.
okay, I need to go from this foot to this foot.
Mhm.
So you have to do like out and then all the way back around.
And as you do the out, you're out passing like 2 tram lines. There are cars coming on the other side and on the other side of the intersection.
And
like,
then there's a tram.
and then there's
thrown
like
into the mix.
literally, it's like me driving. I'd be like, wait, can I even turn here? Like, I would,
Right,
I would
yes,
stop.
exactly.
I'd be like, can I go? Do I have right of way? Who has right of way?
Mm-hmm.
And like driving in the back seat, looking at the driving scene in Kumamoto, it appears that no one knows who has right of way, because it wasn't a case of like people understood, oh, at this intersection, this person's right away. At this intersection, this person's right away. It was just like people just going, I'm the most confident driver. I'm going to go.
I see a moment.
Bro,
Take it. Yeah.
I'm taking these shots. I'm calling my shots. I'm taking them. I'm drifting. I know what I'm doing. I'm going to do it. That's all it was. It was the wildest city I've ever driven in. But apparently, Beppu and Oita is worse.
Ooh, really?
Bro,
I've never been to Beppu, but
onsense. That's it.
yeah.
It's fun, but could you imagine? I remember being in the backseat of my friend's car in Bippo and Oita driving around. It's worse.
yeah, way worse.
It's the mountain. Imagine all of that
Plus mountains.
plus mountains. Take the trams away, but include just like random like level crossings of like trains.
Oh, okay.
out of nowhere. Horrid. Wildest fucking shit.
But
Honestly.
that being said,
Great city.
I just enjoy but because of that, it gives Kumamoto a lot of space.
Oh
where
my
it
God,
doesn't, it doesn't feel like the buildings are just like on top of you all the time, right? Like in Tokyo, when you're like in Shibuya, in Shinjuku, and you look up, it's just like you see like this narrow strip of sky, and then
It's horrible.
buildings, right?
Yeah.
Whereas like you got like 6 lanes wide, and you look up, and you're like, oh yeah, right, the sun exists. That's a thing.
It's honestly a lovely city just to like even walk around in.
Yeah.
Because of that big, spacious like road layout, you can see a lot further down the road. You can kind of see through corners as well. So there's one, you probably remember this. We're walking towards Kumamoto Castle.
Yes.
And we were like maybe still like a 10-minute walk away. And you could see everything. It was like layered. You could see like the castle, like the forest below it.
I think
Amazing.
I have a specific shot. I don't have it on the computer,
We'll
but
put it
it's
up next
probably
time,
on my thing. But there's like that specific shot. It's the last it's before the last station on the tram near Kumamoto Castle. Where it's like it's on a corner. There's like a Shotengai, the Shotengai to the left.
That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah,
yes.
that's where you're talking about.
Oh my God,
Okay.
yes.
It's there. There's like the tram is parked in the center of the thing. You can see like all the buildings, like the really high-rise buildings are to their left and to the right, and then like right in the middle you can see the castle like rising up on a mountain. And it's it's just like, I don't know if there's anything more like weirdly, you know when people take like picture in Japan?
Yeah.
Like that is like the most quintessential picture in Japan picture that
like,
I can think of.
No,
like,
100%.
It's like when someone like draws what they think Japan looks like.
That's what it is.
That's what it is.
When people take photos of like Shibuya and they go, wow, a luminous Shibuya at nighttime. Whoa, isn't this Japan? I'm like, no, this could be any city. If you take away the text and I can't see.
You could be New York. It could be London. It could be Tokyo, right? Like,
but that Japanese style castle, the tram, the big fucking buildings, you take that photo, you show it to me, I go, oh, that's Japan.
Yeah.
Oh, that's Japan. The architecture, the street styling, that's Japan. You can't tell me that isn't Japan. Like, it's very clear what it's beautiful. Honestly, beautiful. Fucking beautiful. Honestly, great city. Going up to the outer Aso was nice as well. Like going up to the mountains and stuff.
Yeah.
I wanted to do more volcano things because I know Aso has a very fucking Mount Aso is a active volcano. I want to go because I know you can. I want to hike to the top of that volcano one day because apparently it's very scary because there's like CO2 fumes.
Vents.
Yeah, coming out of the volcano, and they're like, some days you'll go to hike it and it'll be like, oh, terribly sorry.
I'll go. Hang on. I can bring the picture up. Hang on.
You're gonna show it? I go for it.
Continue.
Yeah. So like you'll be climbing like Mount Aso, and occasionally you'll have like warning signs as you climb it, where it'll be like, "Oh, terribly sorry, you can't hike the mountain today because the CO2 levels are too high, and if you hike the mountain today, you'll die." It's just like, well, guess there's no hiking today. But I eventually want to hike that mountain just to see like what it's about. I know what's his face, Chris and Joey. And who else did it? They hiked it for one of the Journey Across Japan videos, and it looked.
Is that the Too Much Volcano episode?
That was it. Literally, it's the fucking Too Much Volcano episode. Yeah. But now you understand why there was too much volcano because
there's literally too much volcano.
There's literally too much active volcano. Do you know they forgot their drone on the mountain or something like that?
Whoops.
Have you heard this story? Oh, you probably not.
Probably shouldn't do that.
It was told to me by I think Ian or Chris told me the story where basically they had left a camera or a drone or some very expensive piece of tech on very volcanic Mount Aso. Left, drove like maybe 30, 40 minutes away, and then were like, guys, where's this piece of tech? And they realized it's on the mountain still. So they had to drive all the way back, hike back up again, and they were like spending ages looking for like this fucking piece of tech. The problem is like, it's like black rock everywhere, ash. And the text is the camera is basically like disappearing in the mountain. They eventually find it after like an hour of searching, but they were like, it was fucking terrifying because at any moment the mountain can basically erupt. So you could lose not only like the tech, which obviously sucks, but all the footage you've also filmed, which in a sense is worse to lose, I would say, right?
Yeah.
I'm telling you, losing a drone, you're like, oh, the drone. Losing the data on the drone, so much worse. So much fucking worse, let me tell you. You finding the image?
Yeah, it's funny. It is the first picture I took on this camera.
Oh,
when
sure?
we went. Yeah.
Oh, don't worry.
That's what I was trying to
I'm gonna load so I can also see
find
the
it.
image.
But yeah, no. I'll bring it up in a second here. I just need to find where I saved it. But yeah, What else about Kumamoto was great? Let's talk about.
Wait, you can hike that? Yeah, you can hike
Yes,
the
you
fucking.
can hike
Yeah, you
that.
can hike the fucking mountain, bro. It's terrifying. Did you guys use the trams? Yes, we.
Yes.
Oh my god, yes. It was the second we saw the trams. I was like, we have to ride on at least one of these trams before we dip, like 100%. I actually ended up meeting there's a guy called what's it, Japan Eats. He's like a YouTuber. And I met him random. He was on the same tram as us, and he's like,
That's weird, right? Like that's.
this happens to me a lot, mostly in Tokyo, but it's never happened to me like in the middle of nowhere. Japan Eats was basically just like, "Are you Jordan?" I'm like, "Who the fuck are you?" Like, "Who are you?" He's like, "Oh, Japan Eats." And I'm like, "My boy." Had a whole moment, you know. It was very fun, but yeah, it was weird. It was weird, David. It was very fucking weird to like, bump
that's
into
weird.
it.
I need to edit this a little bit.
It seems like they wanted a new system. No, you're right, 100%. I'm going for the comments now. You're 100% right with the banking thing. It seems like they want to adopt the new system without moving the old system. Yes, that's
Yes, I
that's
agree.
exactly what they want to do. They spend a lot of time like trying to update the systems without actually sort of overhauling or getting rid of the old systems. You'll find that a lot in Japan. If you live in Japan, there is a lot of like they're trying to implement this new system, but because of old people or like people who are clinging on to the old ways, they never actually get rid of the old system. So what you have is like this weird amalgamation of like bad systems. Like when you work as an English teacher, for example, they go, "We've got a brand new system. You just have to get your principal to stamp this thing, but then also fax it to us." And they got rid of the faxing part, and they go, "But you still have to like take a photo of the thing and email it to us," right?
Yeah, it's fucking stupid.
So either way, you're doing something stupid. What they should do is just go, "Oh, just go to the school," and then like on like the Interact system, we'll just click like in like okay,
Right,
just stamp
right.
like an online okay, but they don't. So like, it's whatever.
Yeah, it's a bit. I don't know why
It's
they would do that. It doesn't make any sense to
Love
me.
that. Anyway, back to Kumamoto. Food, we had basashi, which is really good, which is
There's so I think in that 3-day period, I ate more basashi in that 3 days than I have the entire time I've lived in Japan.
basashi. For those who don't know, it's raw horse, and it does not sound appetizing at all. It sounds pretty horrendous. And the first time I ate it, I was like, "Oh, this is gonna be weird," but it's kind of good. Like it's kind of delicious, and it's served with this like the Kyushu soy sauce, I would say, and the soy sauce is so fucking sweet, right?
Yeah,
Like-
it's very very sweet compared to
Anything else you'd find like outside of Japan. If you're a foodie and you want to try the different source of like Japanese food, go to Kyushu and just travel around the different prefectures in Kyushu, because even like the soy sauce in Kumamoto, in like Fukuoka and Oita, it's night and day. It's so fucking different. It's very strange. Like I was looking for the last time I went, they had this big soy sauce pack and had like different types of soy sauce in it. And for those who've never like had different types of soy sauce, you're currently like to me. I can see you thinking like it's just soy sauce, like chill, like it's all the same. You know what I mean? But it's so stupidly different. It's worth buying if you're in Kyushu. I'll find it and I'll put it in the
it's
Discord.
good.
Like the thing I got.
Like people be like, like raw horse meat, like that's gross. I don't like that.
No, I get that. Fully get that.
Yeah, 100%. I understand, but it's actually quite good.
Surprisingly, no, honestly,
Yeah.
honestly, if you're gonna live in Japan, try everything once. Honestly, you don't know what you're getting up liking. Like for me, it's like takawasa, a disgusting mix of raw octopus and wasabi, and for me, that's disgusting. It's slimy octopus and slimy wasabi. I hate slimy things. That's a straight no, right?
Mhm.
No. Tried it, delicious. I love that shit, and I don't know why, because everything about it says I should hate it, but it's fucking delicioso muy bien. Like it's great. It's good stuff.
Right here, I got the picture.
Throw the picture. Let me see that. The thing I find weird about eating horse is that we have never seen
Horses raised.
Horses are raised for
That's
slaughter.
true.
Bro, you're right. Listen,
So-
where they getting these horses from? Go on. Show me the photo.
There's a picture. I don't know if it's come up now, but like
Eventually it'll come up, but yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, like it is just I don't know. There's something like so quintessentially Japanese about this picture.
Did you fast edit this as well?
Yes,
Dude,
a little bit.
I can see it. God, that's a nice photo, man. Fuck me.
I wish I'd pulled it tighter, but I guess I didn't. I have another one that's like more.
I know you have a tight one. I've seen it.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, I need to go through my footage as well. I took a lot of video and photos on my what do you call it? On my DJI. So I need to like go through that as well and see like what the good photos are. Oh my god, yes. Kumamoto, they eat bear as well. But I've not had the chance to try it. Because apparently it's very gamey and it needs to be served in a way that makes it good, less gamey. But I don't know. It's something I'm eventually going to do. Do you want to eat bear in Kumamoto if you can find it?
I like food, so
Nice. Apparently it's like
I didn't know how to backpedal out of that one because I'm like I didn't even think about your question until after you said it. I'm like, oh,
there's like bear nabe, but because of the whole let me find it
right
bear because of there's a stupid fucking collagen bear nabe thing,
Right.
and because of that it's ruined the original. I found it bear meat nabe. Yeah, it's like this weird. No, fuck off, not that. It's like this basically.
okay. Yeah,
Very, very thick, kind of thinly cut slices of like bear meat.
Mhm.
I'll give it a go. It's not very good. All right, David, give me your opinion of Kumamoto. Give me your three, 2 or 3 favorite things about Kumamoto for us to wrap up, man.
Okay, hang
How'd
on.
you find it?
Let's do top 3 place,
In
top
Kumamoto?
3 food.
Oh my god, that's hard. Okay,
I think this is pretty easy for me.
top 3 place.
Let's do places.
For me, I really liked Kumamoto Castle. I'm not gonna lie.
Same.
Beautiful, fucking amazing. Beautiful place.
I would put Kumamoto Castle maybe number 2.
Yeah, I can see that. Very nice Kumamoto Castle. Beautiful landscape, beautiful, great little like foodie area at the bottom of the castle. Very cool. Nice history, great castle. I wish I went earlier. So many people.
Yeah, there's a lot of people.
Yeah, I'm gonna
A
go
lot
when I go again. We're gonna go a lot earlier, but that was good. David, what about you? Would you?
Mount Aso, like driving around. There was a time when we pulled the car over and we stopped on like just like the crest of the mountain
Beautiful.
or whatever,
Yeah.
and you could just see like it was like this misty
Oh,
like mountain
so
valley.
nice.
and
Yes.
I have a picture of that as well.
Same. Fucking beautiful, honestly. God, Mount
Um,
Aso was so nice. Oh my
Kinda
god.
thinking, number 3. Where else did we go?
It's weird to say, but I'm gonna say like the Kumamoto city itself. I want to adventure more around the city.
Yeah, I wanna like
Mm.
not necessarily walk, but like I wanna take the tram to like just
Yeah.
more stations, get off and see what's
100%.
around.
I went for like a couple night walks because like I can't sleep. You know me. You know me, guys. Man's got insomnia. So I went for a couple like night walks while I was there, and it was fantastic.
Yeah.
Big old roads, lovely cities, great like park walks and stuff. Like there was some interesting like nature style walks by the river that I was not gonna do at like 2 a.m. whenever I was walking, but like I can see myself really enjoying the city. It is very nice, very spacious, very very good.
Does it smell bad on Mount Aso? No, it
No,
doesn't.
no,
actually.
it's pretty good. If you get right up in there, if you get right to like
I think the closer you get to the actual like caldera or whatever,
then you start.
then you'll probably start. But like where
So
we
fun.
were, because hot air rises, right?
Yeah.
We're at like the base of the mountain, so you don't smell anything.
That was pretty good. David, top 3 foods.
Oh fuck.
3 I would say was surprise basashi. Kind of slap, I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, I would say basashi. Like I've never eaten that much basashi, but
Yeah. Basashi
it was good.
with the really sweet soy sauce you get in Kumamoto.
No. No, I have my 3 in my brain. I
go
just
on,
gotta
go on.
think of
The order.
what order would I put them in?
I'm listening.
Okay, number 3 is the akagi udon, the red. Forget what it's called.
Oh, the red meat udon thing.
Yeah, what is it called? It's called like aka something.
I forgot. What it was
Jamie,
delicious.
help us.
I'll find it.
It's basically like just like raw, not raw beef, but like semi-cooked beef. Like
Yeah.
it would be like what would you call it? Like on a steak.
It's like a sirloin in a sense.
So, yeah, it's like a sirloin steak, but like gyudon bowl was
Yeah.
really fucking good. After getting off that plane and waiting so long in that
It was
fucking line,
It was good.
it was good.
It was
So
good.
that's
It was
my
very good.
number 3. How about you?
My number 3 was, I would say, basashi.
Mm.
Very delicious, very good. I really enjoyed it. I think I would only eat it in Kumamoto, so that's why I'm like number 3 with the soy sauce as well. Delicious. Number 2.
Okay, number 2. Number 2 is that fucking hot dog at that
Oh,
fucking hot
that
dog
looked
place.
delicious. Yeah,
Holy shit, that was good.
I saved it. Fucking amazing place. I found that
good.
place out of nowhere as well, but I knew it was gonna slap. It was
Fucking good.
My
How about
number
you?
2 was actually my bento on the way back.
Oh yeah.
Because what I did was
Yeah, you left after.
I
us
left a
'cause
little
you
later,
stayed
yeah.
a little bit later.
so I went to this bento store and they had like a Kumamoto bento,
Mhm.
in a Kumamoto bento box. The bento box is plastic. You can keep the bento box afterwards. So I was like, I'm gonna get this, and all the proceeds go to like.
Oh, but you say it's a hot dog. It was not just a
Oh
hot dog.
no, this thing
No,
was
no, no.
fully fucking loaded. It was crazy.
It was literally called like a monster dog. It had
it-
like homemade chili on it with like
amazing.
guacamole and like
mm.
cheese. It was fucking loaded and it was so good.
Bro, yeah. I've got the restaurant saved, so when I go back to Kumamoto, I'll go back again. The owner as well, very cool.
Yes.
I'll
Cool guy.
post the restaurant in the Discord for those who want to go to it themselves. It's very delicious. But
I think you have a picture of that
I
fucking
do.
hot dog I ate. Yeah.
I'll send it to you. It's pretty good.
Do it. I'll post it right now.
Fuck yeah.
Discord.
Oh, it's on my DSLR, I think. I'll check if I have it somewhere. But then the bento I got was like Kumoto gyu, Kumoto beef, Kumoto like minced beef, like egg or like pickles there as well, rice. Fucking, I didn't think anything of it. I was like, oh, it's gonna be a little bento. Looks fine. I took one bite and I was like, this is the most delicious bento I've ever had in my life. What the fuck? Like, it was so good. Holy shit. Number 1.
Oh, this is easy.
Go on.
This is easy.
Go on.
It's that fucking that garlic mentaiko
Yes!
taiko bread. Holy shit.
It was so good. Fuck me. Mentaiko in Kyushu is something else. So fucking good. Man, I have that store saved. I was going to go back.
How dare you?
Hmm?
How dare you? Give it to the American to choose a hot dog. First of all,
It's Canadian.
not fucking American.
Wow.
Second of all, that hot dog was amazing.
We don't have any Americans on this podcast. No, I'm joking.
They're bad.
They're bad. No.
Commonwealth only.
Commonwealth
You left.
only.
You don't get to. You don't get to have an
You
opinion.
don't get to have an opinion. No, it was a really honestly. It was we want to go to a different store entirely, but then that store was closed. So I just googled like food near me, and we found this really cool looking hot dog place. No, it's like an American diner thing, but the guy who ran the store used to live in New York for a while, so we brought like that culture back to Kumamoto, his hometown. Plus, he like mixed it with like, oh, this is also like Japan influences. So it was a really good like fusion breakfast type thing. It's fucking really good, honestly. But yeah, I agree.
I'm from Canada, not from America.
That's hilarious.
I've been to America once in my life.
How's it? 10 out of 10?
Mm,
Didn't think so.
it's fucking dirty.
Yeah, it is. Well, yeah. Oh man.
But I
what a
blame that
fucking
on
good
it being
time.
Seattle, not
Yeah.
necessarily America in
That
general.
makes sense. But that was good times. That's top 3 foods, I think.
Yeah, I think like with a bullet that
Yeah.
specifically that garlic mentaiko one.
100%. We will send
shit.
we will send all the locations in the Discord. We'll
Yes.
post where we went, what we had to eat. We'll post photos and stuff as well. I'm making a little vlog about Kumamoto Castle, but I need to go through the footage and like cut that up. I like exported all, then I went, that's a lot of footage. I gotta go through this fucking footage. So yeah, that's gonna happen probably next week. Next week will be up 100% though. 100% next week will be up. Don't worry about it. But yeah, I gotta go do some stuff this evening. So we're gonna leave it there, guys.
I got Zelda to play.
Let me know how that is so I can buy it.
He's good.
Oh,
It's good. Even from the stuff I played, he's
yeah,
good.
I'm jealous.
I'll talk to you after.
Yeah, give me a whole rundown next week as well.
We'll end it here, but yeah.
Guys, I'm gonna love you. I'm gonna leave you. I will see you guys next week. Thank you guys for joining the live chat. Absolutely pleasure to have you guys. So guys listening in the on anything else, join the Discord. Hit us up. Let us know what's good. Until then, we will see you in the next one. Later.